My boyfriend, oh my phone.
I'm the type of bitch, get a bag, act like nothing never happened. Got these bitches mad.
What's up, y'all? I'm in Walnut Creek right now, and Nico has baseball practice for this summer team he's playing for, and I came with him because we're gonna go and eat after or whatnot. But I didn't realize, like, what the fuck am I gonna do for 2 hours while I wait for him to be done? But then I just remembered all these comments about like a story time explaining why I don't smoke weed anymore. So I was like, you know what? This is perfect. I'm gonna film that while I'm waiting for him. It's not even gonna take 2 hours, but you know what? We could pass some time by. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm going to explain why I don't smoke weed anymore. My phone's at 20%. So hopefully it don't die, but I got his phone just in case. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's not chat for too long because then I'm gonna get off topic. So yeah, continue watching if you were interested in knowing why I stopped smoking weed. Here we go. So as you guys know, I smoked weed for like a while, like since sophomore year. I smoked. Like, I didn't smoke like that, but like I smoked, you know what I'm saying? But then once I graduated high school, it was like this summer after I graduated high school, I started smoking way more because I started kicking it with people who smoked more. So it just became like I smoked every single day, and then it got to the point where it was like I need to smoke before I go to sleep, or I'm not gonna sleep till 5 in the morning. And bam, I'm tired of people saying you're a crackhead if you can't eat, if you don't smoke, because I'm not a fucking crackhead, okay? You have to do crack to be a crackhead, all right? But I like could eat if I didn't smoke, but I wouldn't eat as much. Like when I smoked, I would eat like everything and then some. But then like when I didn't smoke, I wouldn't have that much of an appetite. So like I said, it wasn't a problem. Like I would go on family vacations and stuff, and if I can't smoke, I can't smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like weed has never been addictive to me. Obviously, I'll get there. Like once I needed to stop, I stopped. But just a disclaimer, I didn't smoke weed because I was like, my life is in shambles. Like it's making me go downhill. It's a distraction. None of that. I have nothing against weed. I want to smoke it again sooner or later. But my reasoning for not smoking weed was, oh my God, there's a lizard. What the? Okay. Anyways, so I was like, I went to LA with my mom and my family for my brother's tournament, and like I hadn't smoked those 3 days. Like I said, not a problem. Life goes on. I can't smoke. So I didn't smoke for like those 3 days, right? I got back home after those 4 days, and like, I don't know, I just didn't feel right. Like I didn't feel like myself, but I didn't know what it was. It's not because I wasn't smoking. I just like didn't feel right, like just in general. Okay. He's gonna make his car die. So I just didn't feel like myself. So I didn't know what was going on. Like I was at home, I was in my own bed, my own house. Like I was just like, why do I feel like there's like this black cloud like over Tracy where I live, but nothing's wrong. Like everything was perfectly fine. So like I was just like really not feeling like myself at all. So that night Chrissy came over, that I came back home. We smoked a whole wood, and then I was fine. I went to sleep. Me and Chrissy were fine. Next morning comes, I still don't feel right, and I just don't know what it is. I'm not sick, nothing. I just don't feel right. So I went to my cousin's house, and he smokes hella, and we smoked, and I ate potatoes for breakfast with him, and like I said, I was fine. I drove home, I was fine. So then it's the daytime now, and like I just don't feel myself, and it's pissing me off because like I'm very happy. Like I'm happy in my life. I'm a happy person. I'm a positive person. So I'm like, what the fuck is the issue? Like, why do I feel so out of place? So then it came to the point where like, I don't know, maybe I was like PMSing or something, but like I was just crying that day. Like I was just crying like so hard because I just didn't know what was wrong, and I literally felt like the world was crashing down on me for zero reason. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is the issue? I was so mad. So I'm just crying, right? For no reason. I'm just crying. Nothing happened. I was just crying, and I was so irritated. And half the time I have a problem, I go smoke, problem solved. I'm fine. I'm careless. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So what did I do? I went to my car, I hit my bong, right? And then I stopped crying. And then when I got back in my room, my like heart was beating like really fast, right? And like you guys seen in the previous video, if you watched it, I'm a hypochondriac. Like, if my heart is beating or anything is out of place in my body, I'm like, okay, I'm dying. I need to go to the hospital. So my heart is beating and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? So I open my window, and I don't have a screen in my window, right? So I'm just chilling on the windowsill and I'm like breathing, taking deep breath in, deep breath out, whatever. And then like when I lean on my arm like this to go out the window, I could feel with my arm my heart like this. So the second I felt it, I was tripping. Like, I was tripping hard. I was like, oh, what is this? So I start tripping out and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, bro? This not right. Like, something's wrong. Like, my heart was really beating hella fast. Like, I thought it was gonna beat out my chest. So I'm sitting, at that point, I get on my windowsill. I'm sitting there and I'm just taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. I'm like, bro, like, maybe I'm having a panic attack. I don't know what reason, because like I said, why would I be, why? But you know, sometimes people have panic attacks and they don't know why. So I'm like, all right, bro, maybe I'm having a panic attack. So I'm looking up on Google, our good friend Google. I'm like, all right, how do you deal with the panic attack? Like, how do I help myself right now? So it's telling me to just take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, whatever. Like, realize you're having a panic attack, realize it's okay. So at this point, I'm gonna try anything to fix whatever's going on, right? So I'm like, all right. So I'm just telling myself, I self-diagnosed it with a panic attack. So I'm like, I don't know why this would be happening, but I'm gonna just take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. So the air is kind of helping me, the fresh air, not really. I wanted to lay down, but like it was musty in my room and I felt like I couldn't fucking breathe because I was already freaking out. So I literally wanted to lay outside. I wanted to lay outside where there was fresh air. It was cold air and I just wanted to lay down and be breathing this air, but like I couldn't lay on my windowsill. I wasn't gonna go lay outside, like. So I just left my window all the way open and I laid in my bed so that way I could get the fresh air and I could still lay down. So now I'm laying down and I'm laying in my bed, and at this point, like, my head is already focused on my heart is beating out my chest. So no matter how hard I'm trying to forget about it, I can't. Like, I can't, because I feel it now. That's the only thing that I'm focused on, is how fast my heart is beating. So I'm laying there and like my shit is beating fast, like so fast still. And when I say, like, I know I'm dramatic, but I'm not being dramatic when I say I thought I was going to die. Like, I laid there and like, since I was nervous too, my legs were shaking, like shaking hella, like my whole body was shaking, and I was just laying there scared to fucking death. Like, I literally thought I was gonna die. Like, I thought I was gonna have like a heart attack or a stroke. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I really thought something was wrong. So and it was to the point, like I said, I put this on my life. I'm not being dramatic when I say this. I laid there and I literally told myself, you know what? If I'm gonna die right now, I at least want to be sleeping so I don't feel it. So I'm just laying there trying to go to sleep because I'm like, bruh, I would just want to die in my sleep. I don't want to die while I feel it. Like, I thought I was gonna have a stroke. So I'm just laying there, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, bro, like, I need to go lay with my mom, you know? Maybe if I'm laying with my mom, at least I could die with like comfort next to me, because I thought I was dying. Then I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to have her call 911, bro, because I don't know what's going on right now. And then I calm myself down a little bit to the point where it's like, okay, bitch, you're gonna be pretty embarrassed when you call 911 and you go to the hospital and nothing's wrong, you're just fucking high. But I've been smoking like 10 times a fucking day for 4 years. So it's not, I'm just high. Like, I've been just way higher multiple times. I hit the bong like 2 times. Like, so like, I don't know what it was, but like, I was freaking the fuck out to, like, I wasn't even looking on my phone. I was laying there for a cool 20 minutes just telling myself, like, God, please just let me be okay. Like, I will not smoke again. Like, I don't know what's going on. Just like, please, like, give me, like, just tell me what is happening. Why is this happening? Because I literally was so scared. I thought I was literally dying. So then I feel myself falling asleep, but since I thought I was dying, when my eyes were closing and like I was falling asleep, I thought that was death upon me. Like I thought I was dying. Like literally I thought that was death when my eyes were closing and I was falling asleep. And then I fell asleep. 2 hours later or so, I wake up. It's like 12 or 1 a.m. and I'm alive. And my heart is not pounding no more and I'm not high no more. So I just wake up like, whoa. Like, thank you, Jesus Christ. Because I am alive. But I don't know what the fuck just happened to me. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I was so scared. So I was like, all right, bro, like, whoa. That was scary, but I made it. I'm alive. So I wasn't dying, right? I didn't have a heart attack and nothing happened in my sleep. So I was like, all right, I'm just thankful that I woke up right now. I'm just so thankful that I just woke up. So I'm really confused, right? I don't smoke. After that, I was hella scared. I gave this to Nico. I was like, because this is originally mine, but I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to smoke weed. I don't want nothing. I don't want any of it. Nothing. Like whatever just happened last night, I just want to be alive. So I want all that shit away from me, right? So then it's like a couple days. I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe a couple days, a week, and my cousin comes over again, Marcus. Mind you, I smoked with him that morning that this happened and I was fine. And then that night I smoked and this is when I was freaking the fuck out. So a couple days pass and I'm smoking with my cousin, or he comes to my house, and I'm scared to try to smoke. Like I'm hella scared. But I smoked. I took like 2 hits out the bong. We did a face mask and I just laid down, and I think I fell asleep before I could even freak myself out because I just went to sleep and I woke up. My heart didn't beat or nothing, but like I said, like before I could even start to freak myself out, I was just laying there with the face mask on my face like, bitch, like it's all right, you know, it's literally fine. And then I just fell asleep. I woke up, I was fine. So now here comes the third time around. I'm at my cousin's house. I try to smoke again because like I said, I don't got nothing against weed. Weed has always been like a comfort zone for me. Like I smoke and I'm like, ooh, like that's it. That's what I needed. Like I don't even want to go in the party unless I smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my like, oh yeah, I needed that. So I'm like mad, like why can't I just smoke, bruh? Because usually in any other situation, if I was feeling like this, I would smoke and it would solve my problem. But in this situation, it's making me think I'm dying. So I'm getting mad and I'm like, bruh, you know what? I'm gonna keep fucking trying. Like I'm gonna keep trying. So I smoke again with my cousin. I literally took maybe half a hit out the pipe. Okay, maybe 1.5 hit out a pipe. Mind you, I don't even smoke out of pipes. I would smoke a bong or a backwood. Like, those are like the highest form of high you can get besides dabbing. Like, what? So I smoke out of this pipe and I go back in the house and I'm laying there at my auntie's house and my fucking heart, here it goes. It's like, like beating out my chest. And I'm like, oh my, what is going on? Like, I don't understand. My mom was there, my brothers were there, like we were just kicking it at my auntie's house. So I'm like, bruh, I'm not finna tell nobody because I don't want to scare nobody. And it's like when you like low-key freaking out, when people are like responding to it, like, are you okay, what's wrong, like that makes you freak out more, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting there like, I'm just gonna keep my fucking mouth shut. But then like people are talking to me, like my auntie and like people are talking to me, and like my response is hella like dry, like because like I'm low-key trying to fucking calm myself down before I think I need to call 911 again. So sooner or later we leave and we go home, and I go home, I put my oil diffuser on, I lay my ass down, and I take my ass to sleep. I'm like, bruh, that time my heart was still beating fast and it was still scary, but like because it had already happened the first time, it was like I already went through this. So it's like I know I'm not dying, I just need to relax. This car just pulled up next to me, but that's too bad because we're trying to get shit done, so mind your business. Anyway, so I lay there and I fall asleep and I wake up the next morning and I'm fine. But that was, so the second time I wouldn't really count it because I was fine, you know what I'm saying? Like I fell asleep with the face mask before I could freak myself out, whatever. The first and the second time, my heart was fucking beating like I was gonna have a stroke. And like at that point, it just wasn't fun for me, you know what I'm saying? Like weed has always been something where it's like, ooh, I can't wait to get off work and smoke. Like, smoke a whole wood to myself. Like it was such like a calming experience for me. And then all of a sudden, like I said, every time I'm smoking, I'm trying to convince myself that I'm not fucking dying, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was, but like if I'm being honest, I know it's not the weed. I personally don't think it's the weed. I've talked to a lot of people, or like I've heard a lot of stories recently now that the same thing has happened to other people, or like, you know, sometimes your body could change and it could react different, but like, that's fine. But like, moral of the story, it's not the weed. Like, I don't think it's the weed. I think, because even after that, I was having really bad anxiety, like just really bad anxiety. And I've had like minor cases of anxiety, you know, before, like as has everybody. But like, I never realized the extent that anxiety could go to until I experienced it myself, because there's nothing wrong in my life. Yes, obviously there's things I wish could be better. But like, overall, I'm blessed in everything in my life right now. I'm thankful for, and like, it's going how it should at this time. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no reason why I should just be getting anxiety like this and be freaking the fuck out, because like, I don't know what I could be stressed about that would be causing that. So I was having this like really bad anxiety, just like freaking out about everything. Like, I didn't drive my car for like 2 weeks. I wouldn't even go to Nico's games unless my mom drove me there and went with me, because I didn't want to drive that far. Like, it was like, I didn't go to work because I didn't even want to go to work. I was getting these headaches that were from stress, but like I said, I didn't know that. So every time I got a headache, I thought I was dying and I had a brain tumor. So I was just like freaking myself out. And for like 2 weeks straight, it was like, I didn't even want to leave my house. Like, I would only hang out with my mom and my brothers, or like if my mom took me to Nico, then I would kick it with Nico and I'd be fine. But like, I did not want to do anything because I thought that it was the end for me, because it wasn't. But like, I just like, I don't know, when it comes to my health, I can't just like switch my thoughts about my health, because I don't know what the fuck's going on inside of me. So like, unless a doctor tells me like, girl, you good, like, then I'll believe them. But I don't know what the fuck is going on inside of my body. I'm not a doctor, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel one little abnormal thing in my body and I'm like, oh my fucking God, like, what is that? Like, so I was going through it. I thought I was dying for like 2 weeks. Also, I had something happen in my family. My little cousin had passed away, and it was a very sudden, like within 24 hours, and he never had a health problem, and he was only 11 years old, and like, that was happening right when this anxiety came on to me. So like, then I'm literally like, okay, that is proof you could literally be perfectly healthy and he just passed away within 24 hours. So I'm like, oh my God, like, bruh, like, something's wrong with me. But nothing was wrong with me. It was definitely anxiety, because after a while I was reading these like articles that doctors had made about like headaches, and like, first of all, a headache isn't even a sign of a brain tumor. Signs of a brain tumor are shit like, can you see, like, can you use your hands, like, are you nauseous, like, you know what I'm saying, like, your senses, like, is it fine, like, and everything was fine. I was just getting these headaches that were making me think that something was wrong. But as I kept doing my research or whatever, like, a symptom of anxiety is headaches or stress headaches. I looked that up, and like, the literal headache I had is a literal explanation of a stress headache, but I had it for like a week and a half straight. So then after I read that and I got my peace of mind from that, I was like, okay, so I'm not dying. Like, these headaches don't mean I'm dying. And then all of a sudden the headaches go away. So clearly I was giving it to myself by being so worried about it. And then I was getting short of breath, where I couldn't like take a deep breath. And I was like, now like, something's wrong with my heart. Like, something's wrong. So like I said, it was just a domino effect. Like, every little thing I felt, I was like, okay, bro, like, all right, like, we gotta go to the doctor. I gotta see what's wrong. I gotta know. And then I don't even feel the shortness of breath now. Like, maybe sometimes, but like, I'm not dying. Like, this is all stuff that like happens when you have anxiety. And my mom had really bad anxiety, like, to the point where she was prescribed medication, and like, these were all the things that she was experiencing too, way before when she first figured out she had it. So like, I was like, you know what, I'm fine, I just gotta chill the fuck out. So I started going back to work, and like, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, you know, like, if anything, it's taking my mind off of it. And then like, I still didn't drive to Nico's until like, I literally only drove inside of Tracy, my town, until like last week when Nico got back to Discovery Bay, and I drove to Discovery Bay. But like, the freeway, still, the thought of it kind of freaks me the fuck out, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I'm gonna have to get over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, life goes on, and like, I can't just hold my whole life back because like, I'm freaking myself out. But like, I don't know, I'm not the type, like I talked about in the whole thing, the get ready with me before, I'm not the type to just like be like, oh, put me on meds. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to take, and nothing against people who have to take medication for anxiety, because like I don't see anything wrong with it. My mom gave me her medication when I was going through it, and it would help me, but like I just don't want it to become like something that I'm dependent on, like where every single day I have to wake up and take a medication for me to feel myself how I felt already for the past 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life has been good. I don't want to have to depend on a medication for me to feel like that. Like, and although like you can't control anxiety, it all comes down to, it is mental. You know what I'm saying? So like, I personally believe that like I'm strong enough to just knock it out by myself. You know what I'm saying? And if it did get to that point, yes, I might be open to medication, but like it's been a month now and it's way better for me. Like I'm okay. Sometimes I get anxiety in my heart. Like when I had to go pick up Nico, or we went to go get this car the other day, and like I was driving somewhere I didn't know, like in Brentwood, and I like started to freak out a little bit in the beginning, but I was like, you know what, I'm fine. Nico's in front of me, I'm following him, I'm literally fucking fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta really convince yourself like it's okay. So that's what I did. And like I said, I'm not that kind of person. Like, yes, I'm dramatic, but when I need to be, you know, like I'm not gonna put my whole life on hold because I'm freaking out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm also stubborn to the point where it's like I have one little person on this head that's like, bitch, get the fuck over it. Like, get your head out of your ass. And this one's like, no, bitch, like you really finna crash. You're gonna pass out and crash. Like, don't drive the car. This one's like, bruh, like get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've been fine. I haven't tried to smoke weed again. But yeah, basically that was the reason. Like, I think that, I don't know, like this anxiety just came onto me, and then me smoking or something was just not working together. But like, that's why I stopped smoking, was because my heart was fucking beating. And I'm sorry, but I'd rather be alive, and I'd rather just, you know, be kicking it than try to convince, or just smoke and then try to convince myself I'm not fucking dying every time. So yes, I probably will smoke again. I don't know when, but like I said, the anxiety has just been now getting better. Like the past week or so, it's been so much better, like so much better. And I'm not trying to like do too much and then smoke when I'm starting to feel better, and then I'm right back to square one and I'm freaked out again. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just chilling. Like I said, weed, it wasn't really an addictive thing for me. It was something I just like to do. Like, so it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I need to smoke. Like, I haven't ate because I haven't smoked. Like, no, I've been sleeping fine. I've been eating fine. My life is just as fine without weed that it was with weed. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. It was just nice to be able to smoke and chill. So I do hope one day I could smoke again, but I'm just not going to push my limits. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. It's just weed. All my friends still smoke. Really, I was rolling woods for them and I didn't even smoke it. I just had to pass it around and it would skip me, and I rolled a bar. But you know what? Whatever. Like, life goes on. So yeah, for those of you who asking, that is why I stopped smoking weed for now. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back. Hopefully we will be back sooner or later. But like I said, I'm in no rush. Like, I don't live this life to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other things, other hobbies, other things I could do with my friends that I don't need to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal for me. It's just more of a like, damn, bruh. Me and weed was like this, and now we just separated. But it's okay. It's fine, you know? It's literally fine. But yeah, that is my story. That is why I stopped smoking weed, for those of you who are asking. And also for the other people who comment, like I say I'm a stoner, but I don't post on my channel smoking. The first reason is because I stopped smoking. Second reason is because even when I did smoke, I don't care if the bong was like in a few videos, whatever. But like, my goal on YouTube isn't to like attract people, not attract people who smoke, but like, I didn't make my YouTube channel to be a smoking channel. I didn't make my YouTube channel to smoke on my channel. I made my YouTube channel to do like random shit. Like, if I want to do makeup, I'm gonna do makeup. If I want to show you my shopping haul, I'm gonna show you my shopping haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys want a story time, then I'm gonna give you a story time. You want a challenge? You want a prank? Here we go. Like, that's what I made my channel for. I didn't make my channel to smoke on here or whatever. And like Chrissy's channel, we be smoking on all the time, but like her viewing loves that. Like, she be getting like 30K, you know what I'm saying, on her smoking videos. But like, since I'm just new to this, or not even that new, but like I'm just coming up, you know, like at the end of the day, my videos can't get monetized if I'm smoking in them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to make that a habit. So like, yeah, I probably won't be smoking on my channel. Maybe one day when if I do smoke again. But until then, you guys are gonna have to come up with other ideas because the smoke sessions will not be here, and I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up now. I'm pretty sure it's a long video already. But yeah, some of you were asking why I stopped smoking weed, and that's the reason. So there you have it. That's it. That's a wrap. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any more questions, you can just comment down below and I'll answer them. Duh. Comment down below anyways. Give me more video ideas. I also have I have a smasher pass with Nico that I'll be uploading. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna upload this one first because it's on my phone and I still have to download the videos from my camera to my phone from the smasher pass. So I'll probably upload this one first. So stay tuned for that smasher pass because it is pretty funny. I low-key set him up for failure, but not really, but you'll see. So yeah, that one will be next. And then comment down below any other video ideas you have for me. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. I'm sorry I've been like really slow with uploading right now. Nico's been back and that's not an excuse, but like, I don't know, we just been laid up and chilling, so I haven't been thinking about my videos, but I should because it is a priority. So give me more video ideas and I'll bring them to you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. All these people keep looking at me. Bye guys.
She gon' get all excited, huh? And I'm just gon' get all inside us, yeah.